Hello and welcome back to the channel and another EverQuest Legends video. I am in Crushbone and I am on my Dwarf. I'm going to start out with the Dwarf this time. I believe that is exactly what I want to do. Uh, so that is what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a Dwarf, I'm going to be a Pally, and a Mage. I went with Warrior here, but I wish I was a Pally. So let's go up here and fight this dude here. And this is the first time I'm taking on the trainer, so. And now a monk. I didn't drop anything interesting. But I have gotten some good drops in while I was in here. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. Slave trammels. This is like probably as good as anything you can get. Because I am just 8, and I think I got these when I was 7. So let's keep getting our leather whip. Also, I wanted to point out the Slaver's Lash. Wow, another great item. Is there anything up over here? Just Legos. Alright, so let's run back down. Getting up here as a dwarf is not exactly too fun. I had to run all the way around back over here to jump at that point. So let's go back out by the zone so I don't have to be bothered with anything. I wanted to point out the slave trammels. Oh, I guess if you want. If you want to rock and roll. The slave camels, look at that. 24 AC. That's like, holy cow. Let's see, what else do we, oh yeah. We have the Slaver's Lash. 5 intelligence, 5 wisdom, 8 hit points, 8 endurance, 1140. And of course, the brass earring that you can keep getting and upgrading. I haven't done that much with this. And the Legionnaire's Bracer. Alright, so I am now going to run up to the throne, but I'm going to do it in biz because I will get the smack down. I will tell my pet to stop right here. Alright, I guess I should have sped myself up first. So yeah, I'm really confident about how good a Paladin and a Mage will be. It's going to be a great combo because the pet is very good and the Mage spells are very good, and it's easy to keep aggro. All right, we just have a couple cents, couple Legos. I could take this at level 8 fairly easy. I wanted to point out the new character, Bonefire, right here. Um, you can't go past this because Lord Darish or this thaumaturgist saw my invis and exposed me. So that's something, Bonefire, and then also the Orc Warlord's over here. So, and he has a chance to drop a different bracer. Not quite big enough to take all of that. And then I wanted to point out as well, you've got Marrowbane over here. So that's a level 20. So he's up a little bit higher. And we have Ambassador Devin. We have Emperor Crush up top. But they can see through my invis. So that's going to do it for Crushbone. So my plan is to get to level 3 in the tutorial, get the best boots I can get, even though I am going to replace them as soon as I get here. And then once I get through here, then I'm going to go to Blackburrow. And that is where I will meet you next. Alright, so now I am in Blackburrow. Soto Darkpaw. You need to come see him. And you also do need to be killing through the beginning part of the zone and get Tranix's Darkpaw. Because you can get some nice stuff. So as you see here, he has a Darkpaw sash. He also has a breastplate that you'll want. I don't know that I can take all of these. Oh, maybe I can. They're a little bit lower. I just got a new sword from a guy. I'll show it to you here in a second. The person who gathered me over here. I kind of wanted to talk about that as well because make sure that you gather people. Whenever somebody asks in chat, if you're there and you can, try to do it because you're going to need it as well. So definitely try to gather people. It's definitely worth your while. So I'm playing on my 14 Paladin Ranger Beast Lord. And the sword that I got is this bad boy. 25 and 42. Strength of 9. Enchanted Fine Steel Bastard Sword. +2. I feel like I got lag tonight. I definitely got to figure out where this came from. And this is kind of slow experience, but you're here to get items. I don't even know where to go. So I'm not really going to go too much further. But I'm going to Crushbone, and then I'm going to go to Blackburrow. And then I'm going to look at going to Befallen. That's crazy, 102. Then I'm going to go to, oh, yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff over here. Spike collars. Um, I don't have one of those. So let's do that. Let's open up. Oh, maybe they're not. Studded leather collar. Okay. Well, you do have a couple other options that you can get while you're in here as well. Because right now I just have cloth, a cloth, a cloth choker, a choker. Oh man, can I talk today? I don't know. All right, so I want to put that up there and destroy that. So the two places will complement you. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be playing with um, a warrior type character. we got the belt again. And again, that's better than the cloth cord. So dexterity 3, AC 3. So you definitely want to do both Crushbone and Blackburrow. And then whenever you're done with those, you can go into Befallen. You'll be well taken care of as far as having decent items. Um, because whenever you get to and here I got the Dwarven ring mail that I got from Crush. Whenever you get into the lower levels, being higher versus fighting all the stuff at the top, where there's really not much that I have gotten as far as loot goes. And here's that other bracer, the bracers of battle, which I just have +1. Um, so, and then the dex rings you get from North Row. I do have one of the brass earrings. I think that's pretty much gonna do it for now. Um, and he was in Crushbone whenever Crushbone hadn't been fixed yet. So that's gonna do it for this video. I just wanted to show part of Crushbone and part of Blackburrow, because I think you really need to do both. And Crushbone you can come into earlier than you can come into Blackburrow. I think it's like level 3. You can get into Crushbone with these boots. Run right next past the guards that are there, and then make your own instance and go to town. Um, and what I'm going to be using is Divine Invocation. Every time I use my mana, then I heal up. And then I also do the offensive stance, so I do lots of damage. So those are the two things I'm going to do. As far as the alternative advancement, I am going to do the innate regeneration. I'm going to do the steadfast will. I'm going to do the mental clarity. Then I'll check from there. I don't know if I'll do healing adept. I'll probably do some of the destructive fury. I'll probably do some of the combat agility, combat fury, combat stability. We'll just see as we go along what we feel. We're going to be pretty tricked out by the time we get done with both of the um, Blackburrow and Crushbone. I'll just let him walk on by. So we're going to be pretty well armored now that they have fixed up what we're going to be able to get while we are hanging out and the zones we already want to be in, which was very well done by Game Zone. So I'm pleased and happy that they fixed the two zones so that you get good items, because I know the first time I played through Blackburrow, I got nothing. And still no chest plate. So that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I asked before, please hit that like and subscribe. I am about 120 plus away from 500, which is my next big milestone. And I hope you have a great day. I will see you in Norwrath.